Hey everybody, and welcome to part 2 of my horror duel with the sound effects guy. This is our rematch where we took our own sounds that we gave the other person, and now we have to make something out of those. So it's a little twist on it because we both chose our sounds, making them as difficult as possible for the other person without thinking that we were going to end up having to use them later on. If you didn't watch the first video, go ahead and check that out first. Links in the description. Really quick, before I get into the sounds that I'm going to be presenting, I just wanted to make a couple really quick announcements. Won't get long-winded here. First of all, just wanted to thank you guys for all of the support on my first collab with the sound effects guy. That video broke every record on my channel that I've ever made, so that was awesome. You guys are awesome. I passed 1,000 total views, which isn't that big of a deal for a lot of YouTubers, I'm sure, but with the size of my channel, that's really awesome. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that. Second announcement I wanted to make is I am going to be doing a special for Halloween on this channel, so make sure and subscribe and stay tuned for that. It will be releasing on Halloween, and I'm really excited about it. It's going to be really cool, really spooky. It's going to be a lot of fun, so look forward to that. And other than that, without further ado, let's get into the sounds that I have for the sound effects guy today. So what I did is I took the fart sound, which is this first one up here, and just gonna play that on its own. So what I did for that essentially is just slow it down, add some reverse reverb, some other reverb, and that's pretty much it. It's just slowed down with various reverb effects added onto it. Pretty much the same thing that I did with my last ambience. And then this is the drawer sound. For that, similar process, some different settings of reverb, slowed it down, pretty basic stuff, put them together. You've got a pretty cool in and out sort of effect. So there's my ambience. Now moving on to my jump scare, what I did is I took the analog sound, it's just one single note, I pulse stretched that, pitch shifted it down a little bit, made it just kind of distorted and bassy. I wanted to kind of double down on that lo-fi effect from last time because that's about what I could do with what I had to work with. So you just got that kind of whooshing low sound. And then I took, which one is this? Yes, so I took the pop, same sort of thing, a lot of pulse stretch, a lot of pitch shifting and adjusting of the bass and treble. Made that one a little higher, so that's the kind of, most jump scares have a bit of a screech in them as well. I don't remember everything that I used. Right, so then I took the pencil lines, same thing, pulse stretch, pitch shift, all different settings on all of these, a little bit of reverb on all of these. That has the really just slidey sound. And then what I did is I took a version of my creature noise that was absolutely terrible that I didn't end up actually using, but this used the cat meow and the I don't even know, the little voice clip from that. I isolated one of those, pulse stretched both of those, tried to make a similar sort of creature noise as I did last time. That didn't work, at least on my first attempt, but it did add in a pretty nice layer to my jump scare. So then if we put those all together, Nothing too fancy. It's just an oversaturated loud noise. But I will say that I opened this at one point just to check it. After sometimes I like to sleep on my sounds and then try them again in the morning to see if I still like them or if the problems that I kind of had with them were just from listening to them too many times. And it actually made me jump. So I'd say this, it's not in an actual like game. If you didn't see it coming, it would get you pretty good. I think it's not super talented. It's pretty much just a bunch of oversaturated layers, but kind of doubled down on that lo-fi effect, and I think it turned out good enough. It's decent. So then lastly, we have our creature noise, and with the creature noise, me and the sound effects guy, we were both having a really hard time with it, so we agreed to change the rules a little bit and that we could each source one sound that we thought might help. My sound didn't help a whole lot, but basically what we have here is this is the cat. And that's been pulse stretched, reverbed, pitch shifted a little bit. Here is the I don't even know little voice clip from that loop. That's also been put through a similar process. What I did specifically is I took the pulse stretch and I pulse stretched it once with the time interval being 0.01 seconds and the stretch factor being 3, and then I pulse stretched it again uh, with the default, which is just zero point 0.1 seconds and also a time interval of 3. The Some of these I pulse stretched more than twice, but that's the base that I did on all of them. And then what we have here at the bottom is my source to noise to help with this, which was a hawk call. I put that really low because it doesn't fit super well otherwise. Actually, really quick, I'll just show you guys what that sounds like at 0 decibels. So it sounds more like an ambience than a creature, but it works. So then you put it all together. Oops. Not my greatest work ever, but I showed it to a friend who plays a lot of video games, and he said that it would work fine in some of the games that he plays. So I think I probably just overanalyze it a little bit, and that's why it doesn't sound as good to me. It sounds fine, but not as good as my last one. Either way, those are my sounds for today. So with that, let's go and show these to the sound effects guy.
No.
I might jump scare also. I'm just gonna warn you. I'm the one who said no lazy jump scares. Um, it's a little lazy.
Okay.
And if you want to go ahead, do same order, ambience,
Okay.
jump, creature.
Um, just want to let you know that the first thing that I did was look at these file sizes to make sure the ambience was longer than the jump scare.
I wasn't gonna do it twice, although I did consider not labeling them at all and just having you play Russian roulette, but
Okay.
I
All
decided
right.
I decided once is enough with that joke.
So, ambience. Okay. That had a really nice swell to it. And the jump. Okay. And creature. Okay. Okay.
Are you gonna guess any of those?
I don't remember what sounds you gave me. Uh, God, I don't remember what these sounded like now. I know that you picked a bunch of short ones. Um,
Which I was not happy with myself about after the fact.
the ambience might have been a cross between the drawer and the weapon.
You have one of those right.
The drawer.
Yeah,
Okay. The other one favorite.
yeah. I had to go that route again.
I mean, I used poop in mine, so
Yeah. So the jump scare, I'm just gonna let you know. Hang on, I don't even know which sounds ended up in that one.
I mean, I feel like you almost had to have used the animal sound.
Yeah, that was used in two of them actually. Yeah, there's five sounds in the jump scare.
Jeez. The it definitely has a scream to it. I mean, it's definitely horror. It sounds a little more like a clip of a really loud ambience track
Yeah,
than like a jump scare kind of thing.
I could see that. I used so many short clips. The best I could do was just kind of double down on the lo-fi effect that I had last
Hmm.
time. Um, which I think I'm not happy with it. Like it's what it is, but
I mean, it's straight horror. That's there's no doubt about that.
definitely that. But and I'm not going to say that if I were playing a game and that sound at full volume suddenly happened, it wouldn't get me,
Yeah.
but it would at the
I mean, it
same I would feel a little indignant about it in a game.
yeah.
I would
It's
feel
it's a great horror sound. I just don't know that it's jump scare.
yeah, I can see that.
But
Other than the
neither
fact
was mine. So
the fact that it was loud is pretty much the only loud and oversaturated is all that makes it a jump scare.
I don't know how old you are. Did you ever watch Are You Afraid of the Dark on Nickelodeon?
No.
Because you look like you're too young to remember that.
I've watched a lot of
Um,
old stuff, but I didn't watch a lot of TV as a kid, so
so in the old Nickelodeon show Are You Afraid of the Dark, it starts out with this really kind of wispy, airy kind of just creepiness.
mhm.
Um, but
Is
it's
that
it's
the
not necessarily an ambience. Um,
is that the
that
one
reminds
around
me.
like the campfire where they
Yes.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but like I know enough about pop culture to know what it is.
Um, so this creature noise, um, it's definitely horror. But kind of along the lines of the jump scare, it feels like it was the clip of a really good ambience. Um, I mean, if you were going something along the lines of like ghostly, um, that would be a great creature noise for something like that. Um, I
Yeah,
know that we didn't really show when we edited our videos the picture that we were after, which I guess honestly
we can
you'd probably
we should
pull that up.
I feel like we should just scrap that to be honest because neither of us followed any of
Oh,
them at
that's
all.
fine. That means we both did way better than we thought we did.
Yeah. I think that if the picture just isn't involved, we'd look way better as sound designers.
Perfect.
No, I after your creature noise last time, I did kind of abandon that image because you pretty much abandoned that image and
Fair.
so I was like, I mean if that's how we're doing this, then I don't have to try as hard.
Look,
Um
man, I tried real hard.
um So, paranormal is a take on it, definitely, that I was half trying for. Um, I think I started with just full ghost, and it
Okay.
was terrible. What my creature is, by the way, is it's the cat and the I don't even know, just the like meow clip from that.
Oh, okay.
I just isolated one of those nodes and then Paul stretched it. What I did the first time that was terrible, and all vestiges of that sound have been erased from existence, never to see the light of day again. So don't even
I've
ask to
never
see
been
it.
so happy to empty my recycle bin.
No one even asked to see that sound. It was never even saved on my computer. It died with Audacity. Um, I basically cut down to where it was only that note,
Hmm.
and then I layered it 3 times, a half note forward, so that it was
Oh,
basically
okay.
just a string of that sound.
Yeah.
And then I pulse stretched that, and it sounded like 1,000 Hello Kitties had all died and now wanted my soul.
All right.
So,
I mean, that's what I used in my ambience. I just left the
yeah.
snare hits in there.
And yours was fine. Don't layer just the voice together. So
All
it
right.
sounded a little ghostly, but again, it sounded like Hello
Oh,
Kitty
Hello
was
Kitty.
going to eat my heart. And it just didn't work. So
That's fantastic.
I scrapped that idea and then I tried to make a ghost noise and it still just didn't work. So I settled on this, which is kind of like half ghost, half demon, half. My take was like, there's a demon that really wants to eat your face, but it's really far away.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Um, and basically, I thought it was garbage. I almost scrapped it for like the umpteenth time and started over, but I sent it to my friend who plays a lot of horror games, and he was like, "This sounds like it could be in Doom, like when there's a demon
It does.
screeching really far away, or when you like rip out the eyeball in the gore nest." And I
Hmm.
was like, "I do not hear that at all, but I will take your word for it," and decided to just roll with it. But so
So go ahead.
I don't know that we can really like say a winner here.
No, absolutely not.
I think that I I think that my ambience was maybe like 5% better, and then I think that your jump scare and your creature actually sounded like something,
Okay.
whereas mine didn't.
I honestly got nothing, man. This round two was,
This was a shit show.
yeah,
This was
it
just
was.
an absolute train wreck.
And maybe we are just our own worst critic. I mean,
Maybe. I
maybe
mean,
you guys can let us know if you think that we're just being too hard on ourselves.
yeah, what do you guys think? Did we suck? Is there a winner? Did we both suck equally? Were we both fine?
No.
No. No. I can't even say it with a straight face.
I can say without a shadow of a doubt though that this was so much fun.
This was very,
Like
very fun.
it really helped push me to, because I'm always just in Pro Tools. And this is honestly probably the most that I have spent in Audacity in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that I didn't even realize that my Audacity was outdated by 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Um,
That says something. And I mean, we did. Here's the thing, these sounds were trash. And there's nothing that either of us can say that's going to dampen the fact
No.
They're just trash. That being said, I'm just gonna like actually in post. I'm just gonna toss in remind everybody which sounds both of us were using,
Yes. Yeah.
considering the circumstance.
Yeah. Also, if you're a potential employer watching this video, stop and go check out something else. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. This is not going in my portfolio.
No. No, this was still, like I said, this was so much fun though.
Oh,
And I'm
it was so much fun.
absolutely honored to have done this with you. We will for sure be working on stuff together in the future.
Yeah, this has honestly been probably the best experience I've ever had collaborating on YouTube. So
Nice.
take that
Well,
as
I
you
am
will,
honored.
but
I am very honored.
I am as well. I mean, you having watched your videos, you have some good shit. Like I
Thank you.
and I'm not a professional, so to be able to get to do these things with a professional is really cool.
I don't take compliments well, man. I do
I don't
things,
either. It's fine. Just silence is fine.
I smile. Um, but no, so you guys look forward to more stuff with Audio Dread and I definitely coming up in the future. I don't know when. We'll discuss it. We'll get back to you.